Has stung him. There he is. Greg Malone getting his first touch of the ball, playing as 5'8", multi-talented. Pearce, Kurt Sorensen very wide. Burke chiming into the attack. And Cronulla style very much in evidence already. Khan playing very wide of the rucks. And out along the three-quarter line she goes and running him around. The half break back inside to Welsh. He drops the ball. Western Suburbs have it through Buckley, and there's a bit of a whack going on there as they come steaming in. This is absolutely the normal thing between these two sides. They seem to loathe each other. Gitto and Khan were the two protagonists. Khan slowly to his feet. Jumper by Sorensen. He's flashing his feet around a little bit there. There's big Tom Arbour, who's had a strong game against Newtown the weekend before last. Lamb, change of direction, gets a bit of a push in the back, but push through the defence there by McLeod, who came and knocked him in the back. That's a funny one. Good one. Good-looking bomb. Who's got it? Has Cooper got to it? Knocked on. Oh, bless my soul, that was close. Maybe the head-on shot will show just what was going on in that.
It's favouring Cronulla. It's not all that strong, but certainly I think if the ball was given a bit of air, it's will gain ground for the side.
Lamb, beautiful pass out, a good one. Dummy to pass inside, got it to Buckley. Buckley stays away from the sideline. Well done. He's up to the quarter. It's a good run by little Lamb. Gitto. Lease came under a tackle on the quarter line. John Donnelly not been involved all that much up to now. Pretty quiet opening after 17 minutes with West leading 2-0. There's Arbour on the burst now. Off a switch in play from Jeffries. Jeffries at number 12. Neal back inside to Goodwin. That pass looked a little bit marginal. It's been left behind, picked up by Neal. Very quick pass. Donnelly up to halfway now. They've made 28 metres and 3 play the balls. That's not good defence by Cronulla. The blind side they go. Neal. He's made more than 28 metres. Look at him tearing his way up the blind side. Little grubber kick through in the middle. This will be a try. Oh, he's knocked it on. He only needed to touch it with his leg, keep his hands away from it. Wayne Smith. Well, it didn't come up high enough, in my view, for him to attempt to pick that up. He just needed to knock it with any part of his body, apart from his arms and hands, and it would have been a lay-down Mazaire try. They'll probably still score. No, Lamb has picked off nicely, and Cronulla looking very vulnerable at the moment. Lease, Neal, Gitto, dummies. He's going to score his own! Oh, they're carving him up at the moment. Cronulla have opened right up. 10-0 after 18 and a bit minutes. Gitto in Cronulla's favour. Arbour. McLeod. Dummied. Pulled away nicely to Jeffries. Jeffries has got it to Lease. Lease is going nicely. Sorensen's got him by the jumper and cracks him like a whip. Through him to the... Khan. Nice pass to Burke, who gets himself partly through the opening up to the quarter line. Last tackle coming up. Khan. Beautiful pass out there to Gardner. Gardner's got some pace too. Goes round his man, and he lobs him back on the inside. There's a try on. Oh, he's left it too late. They butchered another one. 94 from 192. Success rate of 49% as Neal comes away from that scrum. And that's an incredible 9-2 the scrums now in West favour. As the hooter goes in the background, Boland's got the ball. The long kick, it's a kick and chase now. Goodwin's after it, Rogers is after it, they're all chasing. Rogers gets to it, loses it, and now he's got it finally. And might have got a few knees in that lot. Is he going to be able to get up? He's down, and he saved his side another 5-pointer there. 12-4, that's a big deficit. That's what Cronulla are facing. Oh, Welsh gets well and surely buried there. It was a top tackle by Gitto, who's had a very powerful game for West. Rogers had one of those terrible things happen to him. He went for the kick, and just as he kicked it, somebody tapped his leg and the foot didn't make contact with the ball. And, well, as much as you could, Rogers was made look stupid, but, I mean, it wasn't his fault. Neil. Swung to the ground in a tough tackle by Khan. He gets up, and I think he's a bit disorientated. He got up and shook his head. Cooper. Beautiful pass out to Smith, who's gapped them on the left. Going up well. Cox is coming across and cover defence. Smith comes back inside and loads the ball. It's on the ground. No knock-on, says the referee. It's back to Goodwin. Goodwin's accelerating, running powerfully, looking for support. Gets a right foot kick ahead. Lisa's trying to get to it. It's been knocked away by Edmonds over the sideline, and that was a spectacular bit of play by Western Suburbs. Very much as though this Western Suburbs, oh, well taken Lamb. Western Suburbs record. Oh, Buckley's come inside off a Lamb pass, and the pass from him is a bad one. Welsh has it. Off a little pass from Lamb, the 5'8", busted them wide open. Cronulla's free-flowing style is falling in a heap under this torrid defensive barrage that West give them, allied to the massive amount of possession that Wests have had. Greg Cox. Card. Welsh. It's busted the defence, unloads nicely. It's out to Gardner. He hurdles one player. Back inside to Burke. Burke steps out of a tackle. He's gone round the back, and the defence comes to him now. That was more like Cronulla. Now, West are in disarray. Neil's yards and yards offside. Yards offside. Lob pass over the top. Who's got it? West have come up with it.
Boland got to the ball first, and it went backwards off him, and one of his Western Suburbs teammates fell on Tom Arbour.
Tom Arbour. This Arbour down in back play over there, being treated by the trainer. Cooper. Oh, a flick that looked as though it was flicked forward, but Boland has it. Cooper gets up, rubbing his left knee furiously. Goodwin. Lamb leaves it behind. Cronulla have come up with the ball, I think. Goodwin tried to steal it. He did steal it, and he's been penalised for it. Now there's a scrum win to Cronulla. And Cox has got nowhere to go but on his own, because the backs were standing so flat.
8,101.
Edmonds.
8,101.
Khan. Back inside. Sorensen leaves it behind, but no knock on. Picks it up. And he got it away to Beckett. Beckett then to Rogers. Rogers, oh! For one moment, one thought of him going through that gap with that blistering acceleration of his. But Lease was there. Good pass. Oh, it's not. Missed the man it was intended for. Oh! Good one off. I missed that. I was following the play.
He tackled Kurt Sorensen without the ball. Cox threw the pass intended for Sorensen, and Sorensen ran on the ball, and Goodwin hit him without the ball, and that's where he ends.
Well, let's have a look again and see if we can see it. Watch Goodwin come from the right. Yes, it was more of an elbow. Looked like arms up very high. This will be an important one. He struck it nicely. It's just to the left. Smith has it. And he's got himself right through the gap. Got it away to McLeod. McLeod's got it then on to Gitto. Gitto there to Cooper. Cooper's streaming away. A nice pass to Neil. Look at this stuff from Western Suburbs. Neil comes back on inside, and he had Buckley on the outside. Bad work, Neil.
Ball should have gone straight outside then.
Lamb. And that could have been a try to Buckley on the left-hand side had Neil just unloaded at that correct moment. Neil, he's changing direction again, switches it out to Wayne Smith. That pass looked a bit marginal. There's Lamb, stood up in a tackle. Very powerful little fellow this. He's only short in stature, but heavens, he's got a bit of power in that little body. Lease, Cooper. Now Buckley. Gets up and goes again on his knees for the first 5 metres. Attention building now. The crowd becoming a bit electric as they sense a Western Suburbs try. McLeod taken high, but not illegally. The last tackle coming up. Jeffries. Neil. He's kicked it high. Oh, it's gone back inside. It'll be a try, will it? No. It's a line drop out. Oh, Rick Burke, you're blessed. He managed to do a full stop, better brakes and turn and go back the other way. How close was it? See it again. Now here's the kick. Look at this. He's had to change direction and come back the other way. That's how close it was. Now West's in possession as we go back to the live action on the quarter line. And they're starting to, as often happens when a team's got a player sent off, they've steamed themselves up. Neil out to Cooper. Cooper goes sideways, half through the gap. Unloads nicely to Lamb. Lamb with that good little step of his. Evades one, two tacklers. Tackle. Jeffries. Kitto. Oh, he's decked. He's off. Kurt Sorensen's off. A high tackle. And there's Harbour patting Sorensen on the back and saying, off you go, mate. Now, let's see that again. Now, Gitto. Yes, that's a bad one. No argument about that. The crowd reacted very adversely to this too. They're booing Sorensen off the field. See it again from head on. Oh yes, that was a nasty one.
As you said, Rex, he has got a bad cut in his face, and also the other centre, Ron Gitto, has got
There's a bit of a punch-up starting here. The boys the natives are getting a bit restless again. We might have a few more walk for this. Little Lamb there getting mixed in, and he came out looking like a small bantam rooster. There was the slight eruption. You can see Dane Sorensen having a bit of a chop at Donnelly. They're wrestling at the moment, little in the way of punching being done. Here's the end-on shot, is it? Now there's Sorensen on the other side showing a bolo punch he must have seen Sugar Ray Leonard use yesterday on Durant. Now look at Lamb if you can, little number six there on the left. And suddenly he oh, the camera moved to the right, but he disappeared to the left very smartly. He was pulled out of the way. Here he goes. Rogers said, get off. Cramp, has he?
Yes, and Donnelly's down also with cramp, close to where the scrum is being formed.
That's right. They don't want to put the scrum down without their other player, do they?
He's going into the back of the scrum, John. He recovered rather quickly then.
Well, whose is it? Cronulla. Greg Cox came up with it. Rogers. Now Edmonds. Yes, an incredible turnaround in the scrum situation. It hasn't helped Cronulla because they've not looked like doing anything in the way of scoring a try in this half, but they've won the second half scrum 7-3. Edmonds given an overlap. He's run out of a shoe. There's a pass back inside, and Rogers will score. Too little and too late, but he comes up with a try. Edmonds, bootless, has sent the pass back on the inside. And Lamb is being, now the touch judge is going to make that a 7-point try by the look of it.
This player will be the recipient of a carton of Cool-In S81.
Pierce, the knock on. The scrum now could be one of the last of the game. There's a penalty against Beckett. Barry, I was getting to the point of telling you about the remarkable turnaround in the scrum statistics. Roland Beckett has won the second half scrummers by 7-3, having his number one hooker Pearson lose the first half 9-2. So overall they are 12-9 in West's favour. The penalties have gone very much Cronulla's way, 16-8.
Just Gitto kicking for touch as a place kick.
Well, that might be a little bit of a time waster. They're quite happy to have done what they've done today. They've got Gibson injected into the command.
Suburbs 11 at full time. Canterbury 20, Newtown 8.
Cooper. There's the header in the background, and that's the ball game. And we've got a scoreline that reads at the end. 16 points, Western Suburbs. They're still at the top of the competition table, or joint leaders. And Cronulla 11 now for the